Yes, my wonderful people. Welcome to J Progress Entertainment again. My people, life in the United Kingdom, the UK, a place with endless opportunity. A place where you can come and let your dream become a reality. So many may ask the question, how do you become a rich man in the United Kingdom? People, stay with me as I let you know exactly how this works. And I wish I knew this before I came to the UK. So yes, my people, how do you become a rich man or a rich woman, a wealthy person in the United Kingdom? When you enter this country, you come exploding with dreams and aspirations and what your life will be. Like many people who jump on the boats, who risk their lives with their families. Some of them don't even make it alive. For many of us who may get married and leave our home or wherever, say we're going to the UK because life will be better. They have the pound sterling, one of the powerful currencies out there, the British pound. So with such a powerful currency, such a rich culture, some of the best educational institutions in the United Kingdom, begs the question, how then do you become a wealthy person? People, I have been in the UK for almost 10 years and I wish I knew this earlier. But let me tell you this, you never become rich in the United Kingdom. You must have already been wealthy from somewhere else, or you have some fancy business that no one knows about, some tech business or some invention or something. You do not become wealthy in the United Kingdom unless you're a movie star or something like that where your money just flows in. But for a working class person, if you are planning to work to become rich in England, take your mind off it. It ain't gonna happen. It will never happen. I wish I knew that earlier, because when I leave my country from Jamaica, make that shift, make that move, the aspiration, the expectation, the dreams and everything, yes. Like many others who can testify on this video right now. It is a working trap. It traps you to put everything away for retirement. This is what the UK is. And let me break this down. You come into the UK with your dreams and aspiration, very brilliant, very sharp mind. And you say, yes, you leave your family from wherever you are from, or you are even born in the UK, right? Go to some of the fanciest universities there is. The first step, remember, you need to get an education before you can progress to where you need to be, or have at least some level of qualification in the UK to progress. You need a skill. How do you get a skill, right? First and foremost, let's say you go into university. Here go the student loan bill. So the moment you leave university with that qualification, you have your student loan to look forward to. And furthermore, they have this system where your earnings is capped and you are taxed. respectively. So you earn X amount, you know it go. So the man who has managed to earn well beyond out of the bracket is just settling at 40%. But for me and you who work in our way up there, we step up from 20% tax up to 40, and what if we are stuck in that budget in that earning range? You will forever be taxed at 40% and you are not making anything extra. The man who has some big fancy business or whatever the case may be from wherever, some big investor, he's okay. 40% is the least, and he will probably pay less tax because he's an investor. First and foremost, you start to work, and listen this, from as early as 16, 18. Number one, you start to work. The first thing they encourage you to do in the UK, buy yourself a house. Bearing in mind, you buy yourself a house for the next 25, 30 years of your life. You have that mortgage swinging over your head. Get yourself a job. So when you have a job now, save up your deposit, buy yourself a house, 25, 30 years. Right? And you're paying that mortgage. You are stuck into this working trap now. Furthermore, when you get stuck into this working trap, all your money will be invested in paying off for your house, paying off for your house. So you're trapped. Save for your retirement. How many people do you know who live from wherever they are into the UK and you can say they are very rich? They can get by. They are barely getting by. They cannot be out of a job for 3 months and still survive properly. Not many people. Go and check anywhere in the UK right now. It is probably a small 10% of the UK population who have the money to sustain them for 6 months in their bank account without working. Maybe as small as 10%. Because if you don't, you cannot afford to miss work for a month or two. Oh, cost of living is very high. Everything is expensive. You have your mortgage, and certain jobs you require a car. So you are working. You have a car. You have a mortgage. You have student loan. And you're saving towards retirement. How do you live? Where do you get all that money from to invest now to be rich and live a life where you can say, you know, most of the people them who well off are when them reach retirement stage. At 65 and 70, are you still able to do all the things you would have been able to do 25 and 30 years old, or between 30 to 40 years old? You're thinking differently. That's why you have, and that's why sometimes what you have now is a lot of people in the UK, they waste away their youthful life. And now they are at 65 and 70 years old. They are stuck with like between 300,000 to 500,000 pounds, and they cannot do much with it. Because guess what? They already paid off for the house. And all the other money was, they were trying to cut back on everything to save for retirement. Now you're at retirement age. You're sick. You can't do much. You're stuck with 300 grand in your bank account. What did you do with your life? Is that rich? The only thing you're left to do is probably, when you pass away, you give it as inheritance to your grandkids or your kids. There is no rich in this. So when a person are going to leave wherever they leave from, coming and say, okay, you know, me I go to the UK, me I go get rich, and me I go that. No. Notice, most of the people you know from the Caribbean or any other country, we call them returning residents. They have a certain amount of money, which should be all that money which they have sacrificed their entire life. Don't enjoy themselves to the max. And because they get caught in the working trap, you work, pay off the house. That's all you put your mind on, and save for pension. So all of your youthful life, you are just living in stress, and this is what brings so much mental health on the people in the UK. Because guess what? They already mentally prepare you to not focus on your daily life, but way along the line where you cannot see. So that's why you have returning residents in Jamaica, because when they get to 75 and 65 and they have all different type of illness and they cannot manage the UK anymore, but they are stuck with 300 or 400 grand, they come to Jamaica, they buy a house. That's about it. They're not rich. There is no rich in it. They'll tell you that they were in this fantastic job. They were this, they were that. Some of them are lawyers, some were doctors. All they do, they are able to buy a house in a gated community in Jamaica and just live a regular life until they gracefully pass away. There is no rich in this. How do you really become a rich person in the UK? Go to work, go to work, go to work. Pay off your mortgage, try to be debt free, try to be debt free, try to be debt free. Save for retirement, save for retirement, save for retirement. Now you are at retirement, you're sick, all different complications. Next thing you know, you pass away. Everything you have saved for retirement, inheritance. That's you, done. Are you a rich man? Were you ever a rich man? So is there a way for the working class to become rich in the UK? Ask anybody. And this is why people will tell you, the life in the UK, really. Going to work, paying bills, trying to be debt free, save for retirement, sick, dead. That is why when you check the statistic, the UK is pretty much the second most miserablest country in the world. And you ask yourself why. I wish I had known this sooner. There is just no way for a regular working class person to be a rich person in the United Kingdom. Believe when me tell you that. 1J Progress Entertainment, me people. Remember good no man? You not fi ask nobody nothing. And nobody not fi tell you nothing. I just 1J Progress Entertainment. Believe.